Hello, buddies. Welcome to Decrypting Movies after a long time. This week, we are resuming all the live categories, especially the live streams, book reviews, movie reviews, live gaming, and third consecutive day. Oh man, it feels so good to keep up with your own schedule. It's a very tough schedule every day. Live stream and then Friday movie, weekend movie shoots. But then we are starting that hectic schedule from this week. The Taxi Robo 2050 Taxi Robo wave is over. So we're gonna continue with all other categories. Yeah, after a long time, a long gap between episode number 44 and episode number 45. So I've picked up a very crazy movie for episode number 45 of Decrypting Movies. Oh, I forgot to welcome you. Welcome to Medley with Mary. Who's that Mary? I'm that Mary. Let's get right into the movie that I'm gonna talk about. Creep. Hi, Muthukumar. I saw your message. Hi, bro. Let me put a tab for you. I hope my audio is good before continuing. Okay, sound is good. So, the name of the movie is Creep. It's available on Netflix. I have included the trailer link in the description, and it's a very, I think it's a zero budget movie, and it was a huge inspiration for me. It's like 1.5 hour, I think 1 hour 22 minutes or some runtime, and there's only two actors, literally two actors, and even then the second actor is holding the camera for most of the duration, and then this literally one famous face. I've seen him in some other movies as well, so that's why I call him like famous, because he's a familiar face. So there is this psycho character and another cameraman. That's a whole movie. It's psycho thriller, and it's found footage narrative. So it's not like there's a hero introduction or like a world exposition and things are going, the hero wants something, nothing. It's like a simple, like, experimental film, and I would say independent film. I think it must be an independent film, and the way they have made it is absolutely wonderful. Every second is thrilling, and without it's like raw found footage, like you found something on YouTube, right? Somebody captured a failure video or something like this. This channel called Fail, I think, forgot the channel name, Fails, Fatal Face or something. So it's that kind of movie. So the story is simple. Okay, there is this guy who's like cameraman, and he's looking for jobs. And in the internet, he found a job where he's been asked to come to a cabin in a hill. I think it's in a hill town, and he has financial issues, so he kind of signs up for it. And the client name is Joseph. So the cameraman name is Aaron, and when he's on his way to the client's cabin, he kind of narrates that I've looked up, and then I'm like, this weekend job is there. So he gets to the cabin, and he looks for Joseph. Joseph is not there, so like suddenly Joseph comes into frame. So it's like we do not see the cameraman's face, Aaron's face straight away. So we only see Joseph most of the time. Towards the end, we kind of see Aaron's face. So it's like this. So why this job was created? So Joseph is giving his life story. Like, he's been affected with brain tumor that cannot be operated, and he's gonna die. And he has a wife who's gonna give birth. She's pregnant, and he's gonna die before the child is born. So he wants to record like 2 days, a weekend of his life, and basically show that recording, so that the wife can show the recording to his child after some time. So that's the story he gives, and then they kind of agree. So Aaron, he doesn't have any other job, and it's like a weekend job. He's gonna be getting paid, so he doesn't mind shooting this. So he thought like it's a short film project or something like, but then this is the context, and he starts shooting Joseph. He first it's happening inside the home, and then he goes out for trek, and everywhere it's kind of creepy. Like, he's giving out this psycho vibes. And we are also like, okay, we are thinking like we are getting empathized with Aaron. Whether what's gonna happen, is he gonna get into trouble, because this guy Joseph who offered this job is like a psycho. Anything, he can do anything, at any time. Suddenly he might take an axe and kill you, and or like immediately he kind of cracks joke, he laughs by himself, and then he kind of gets serious, emotional, narrates a poem or something. So it's very, very, very engaging, and I would say captivating, and you are like hooked. What's gonna happen? Like every second, seriously. There is BGM now and then, but then it's a raw found footage narrative, so it's like a camera point of view. Like if you have seen Bale, our short movies, I'm talking about the camera perspective. So the guy, the Joseph is speaking, and then cameraman is capturing. So it's literally like we are seeing a documentary of where Joseph or what's happening in Joseph's life. But then Joseph is a psycho. So we come to know that he's been telling lies, and then like it's not whatever he told was not the reason, and he has to escape now. Aaron has to escape. So it becomes night, and Joseph is like, convincing him, you cannot go now, you stay in my home. But he's like, not comfortable. Aaron, the cameraman, is not comfortable anymore. He said, I want to go out, but he cannot find his car keys. So he says, like, okay, it might be fallen somewhere or somewhere. Like, you just have a drink and sleep. It's going to be really difficult going down, with a car. So he kind of tries to make him stay over the night, but somehow some scuffle comes up, and then he escapes. Aaron, the cameraman, escapes, and we see that Aaron is like living in a different place, and he's like getting mails after this incident. He's getting mails from Joseph with weird items, and he's kind of freaked out. He feels that Joseph is kind of stalking him. He gives a police complaint, but they can't do anything because he doesn't have anything else, any other details. So Joseph is like a ghost. So nobody could find anything about him. So finally he receives a request, like, you can come. Joseph is saying that you can come meet me there in a public place in front of a lake, and I'm sorry that I behaved in a very weird way that made you uncomfortable. I just want to meet you in person and make amends, ask sorry. That's the invitation. So this is the climax. The cameraman Aaron goes to a public place where he is expecting the Joseph guy. He thinks that he's like, come to senses. Maybe on that 2 days he was like kind of freaked out and behaved like that way. So he's gonna meet Joseph there. What happens is there. That's the last 5 minutes. I don't want to spoil that. So go watch Creep. It's a very horrifying. I would say not horrifying. Disturbing movie. I would say, like, exactly. Like, so this guy suddenly comes out of nowhere with this wolf mask, and I still remember the story because I watched it like 3-4 months before, and it was so engaging. And there is a second part as well, Creep 2, and I would definitely watch it. So just because of this entertaining factor that it created in the first part, I would like to go over second part as well. And imagine 1.5 hours of movie with just handheld camera, one actor, and there is another actor who's like giving voice most of the time, and then finally his face is like seen. uh, to make such a movie is really difficult. I mean, difficult in the sense for people to watch such a movie, right? We love grand movies with lot of characters, dance, and if you see Hollywood, mostly action. Those kind of movies is what the general audience are used to. But then when you're watching a movie where there are only one or two characters, and it's not like huge camera movements, just like handheld, it's like random movements, right? So it's like anybody can take the camera, and like if you capture some, sorry for the bike, and capture some footage, it's exactly like that. This movie is exactly like that. So you kind of get related to the movie, and I feel the plot line is what how they made it. The acting performance was simply rated. It's rated 6. I would say it's underrated, but given the production value and the minimal effort, the way they pulled it off, and the narrative is so engaging. You should definitely watch it. It's available on Netflix, and it's very creepy. I can understand why they named it creepy. They should have named it Crazy Creeps. Such kind of crazy levels of creepy, especially when it becomes night, and when Joseph is like convincing the cameraman to stay overnight. We are like, don't stay overnight. You'll you'll be killed. Don't stay overnight. We are into that level of supporting cameraman. Like, we want him to escape out of his hands, but then. Yeah, it's very disturbing. I feel it's emotionally, you might not get what do you say, highly empathetic with any of the character, but as I said, while you're watching you might get supportive for the cameraman, like you feel like you went into some place and you ran into danger and you want to escape, so the same feelings is what the cameraman is going through. Apart from that, you're not emotionally connected to any of the other, I mean, the other characters. So he's like a freak psycho, Joseph, and sometimes he kind of like the way he changes the mood. Like sometimes he's joking around, and sometimes he gets serious, and sometimes he's like emotional. So it's like super freaky watching his performance. And I don't know, he should like do other movies as well. He's like good. He's got a good performance. So you should watch just for this guy. Uh, Let me just get his name. Mm, Creep. Mark Duplass. Must be. I've seen him in some film. I cannot name exactly which film I've seen him. He when I saw the movie Creep, he looked a familiar place. Like I have seen him in other movies as well. Yeah. Yes, do check out the trailer, and I would say don't watch the trailer. Just go watch the movie. Yeah, Netflix access subscription. Go watch the movie. It's like 1 hour, 22 minutes runtime. 1 hour, 77 minutes. So basically, 1 hour and something minutes. So almost like 10 minutes more than Taxi Robo. So watch it, and it's like you should watch it in night alone, I would say. So that would be the best experience. Mobile or iPad. This movie does not demand a big screen experience. So mobile, headphones, iPad, tablet, TV, laptop, desktop. Watch it on any platform. You watch it on any platform, you're gonna be super freaked out. Do watch it alone for the best experience. It's like very horrifying, and especially the night scenes. I loved the night scenes. It was inside the cabin. So whenever something is set in a cabin, I like it actually. Cabin is like wood, especially in foreign countries, in USA and all. You kind of build homes with wood, and when you walk around, the noises is like creaky noises will be there. So it adds to that horror element, and it was amazing. And what do you say, it's super thrilling to watch this movie, and I have to watch the second part. I'm exploring a lot of movies, so I did not get time to watch the sequel. So there is another movie called Creed 2. I will talk about it when I watch it if it's good, but this was a movie that I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to recommend to you guys. Yeah. And Decode, you should tell me like what was your what do you say, if you have watched it, or if you're planning to watch it, why you're watching it, why you want to watch it. And if you watched it, just let me know what was the one thing that impressed you a lot: the performance, or the cinematography, the story, especially twist. There's a twist in the story. So it's all these elements. So which was the most impressive factor in the movie? You should tell me. Bro, did you watch Other Side of Box in YouTube? If not, watch you like Other Side of Box. So I believe it's a movie that they released in YouTube. It's in itself. If not, watch it. It's definitely, I'll check it out. Looks interesting. Other Side of Box. Man, you got me thinking. Especially when I come across what do you say, attractive or unique titles. Title is very important. Other Side of the Box. Box. Oh shit, this is short film. Yeah, yeah, I think I watched this. Hey, I watched this, man. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the title was Other Side of the Box. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's super freaky. Yeah, I mean, it was an inspiration. Actually, I had marked it, save, saved for reference. I wanted to remake as well. I wanted to remake this movie. I forgot about this movie altogether. Thanks for reminding me. Other Side of the Box. Do watch it, guys. It's a very horrifying short film, 15 minutes, just like Bale. Thank you, man. You always recommend. You always recommend. Muthukumar is one of the best. What do you say? He recommends best content, whether movies or anime series, say, or short films. Muthu Pearl, but do recommend more series, man. I am Doctor Stone. I'm watching third season. After that, I'll resume Demon Slayer. I watched 2 episodes. and then I'll resume. And yeah, if you want me to talk about any movie, do put in your comments. I've watched a lot of movies, so we had around 3 months gap, right, between episode number 44 and 45. I watched like maybe 100 movies. So literally, I remember during last year when I was making I mean not making when I was writing storyboard. So when I was drawing camera plan for King Payment, every day I watched horror thriller movie, and like all the short references and plots I used it in King Payment. That's why it became like a story oriented movie rather than a scary movie. Yeah, I mean, especially when I'm making a movie or when I'm writing a big picture, I tend to watch a lot of movie for reference. And next month we are making this Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Office Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then one more series. What was that? Parks and Recreation. So mockumentary office kind of drama. We have the script ready. So almost every day I'm watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's like all the characters are on my mind. So I'm gonna make something similar to it, inspired by Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We are gonna have a mockumentary, multiple character mockumentary drama series. We are shooting it next month, and yeah, I would like to watch movies. I'd say watching movies definitely priority is making movies because I'm a filmmaker, and after that, movie making. I mean, watching movies. I would love to watch thriller movies. I'm a super thriller freak. Dandanaka Gamer, hi bro. Thank you for dropping by. You are like a celebrity, and you have dropped. Chief guest. Today's chief guest is Dandanaka Gamer. Thank you for dropping, bro. Yes, thank you. Yeah, 2050 Taxi Robo is receiving positive. And one great news today, we had one or two of my team members, the taxi boss Vignesh, and then the first introduction scene at Tag Sandeep, our Mask of Madness in John Black. They both went to FM studio, I mean FM radio office. I think it's called Akshawani All India Radio, and they did a Kannada interview and promoted 2050 Taxi Robo. It was a huge moment, and we felt like celebrities. I do not usually go outside for promotions or interviews, but then I sent my team, and they had like 1 hour show. Vignesh, Taxi Boss, and then Tag Sandeep. I mean, not Tag Sandeep. The character name that he played was Tug, right? So they both talked about Taxi Robo and our community in FM. We had already we are starting to get inquiries, and also it was a very historic moment today. I would like to mention it. Thanks for Sandeep and Vignesh for promoting 25 Taxi Robo. Yes, uh, do watch Creep. Oh shit, it's here. It's here, right? Oh, it's here. Oh man, orientation confusion. Okay, it's a very creepy movie. Best, I would say, best experience. Put on your headphones, watch it in mobile, tablet, or laptop, and alone at night. You're gonna be like, I'm not sure you're gonna sleep at the end. You might even go to your parents' bed and sleep along with your parents. So it's gonna be that freaky. Yes, thank you for watching. Do stay tuned. We have resumed all the categories tomorrow. We have one. I think tomorrow we will be completing Hogwarts Legacy. I remember last episode I killed the enemy, Nemesis, Harry Potter's Nemesis. So tomorrow most probably we'll be ending the game, and the next week we'll start a new game. I'm super thrilled to continue the live streams. This Friday we have another movie. We are resuming the weekly Friday movie. So this Friday we'll have a silent movie. It's very good, directed by Sandeep again. So I'm like excited to bring another movie where I made another person director. So do stay tuned. Thank you for supporting Muthukumar, Dananaga Gamer, two chief guests today we got in live stream. See you until next live stream. Until then, you're watching Medley with Mary. Who's that Mary? I am that Mary. Bye bye.